Yeah, and you could argue that the state didn't need to put him on and didn't need to take the risk that. All right. So what are you hearing there, Michael, as we get ready for the closings?
I think that's a person who has buyer's remorse. I'm furrowing my brow. I can't understand. I have to be in his head, but I have to assume that this is a person who has buyer's remorse. He put a wedge between him and his client before his case began, and he knew that Matt Johnson was going to ask him the question. He knew everybody's asking the same question. How much of the drivel from the narrative are you going to use? You got to deal with it, right? You're the attorney. You took on the case knowing, we now know that you knew that he was going to testify with a narrative. You knew that that was his condition. Your client's condition was they have to do that. You knew that, and so you knew that Matt Johnson was going to ask you the question. When he asked you the question, you winced. It's almost like asking a kid, hey, did you, steal the cookie? And the kid has chocolate chips on their lips and they're eating and they said, no, I didn't steal a cookie. It's like you knew that you were going to be asked that question. Why did you grimace? Why did you wince? I'm so puzzled by Draskovic, and especially the breadth of experience and vigor that he has. I don't know. I'm kind of shocked. I'm not shocked with what Tellus did, because I've already given you my analogy of this. It's a Greek tragedy unfolding in front of us. The man who had it all and was determined to destroy it. But I'm not puzzled by Tellus, but I'm puzzled by Draskovic. And also he mentioned he wants to bring in a couple of exhibits he can't bring in new evidence in the closing arguments. Maybe he's going to reference other exhibits that were admitted, but that the prosecution did not have an answer for. Well, I'm really, really interested to see this closing argument. I really want to see this closing argument, because you know what? You made your bed. You got to sleep in it, Draskovic. You took on this representation, dude. Go ahead, see it through. You've got a job. You've got a duty to not only your client, but to the rest of us. You've got a duty to the rest of us. Every single person, deserves a vigorous defense. You've done a good job for your client. You allowed him to testify. I know you had no choice but to do it. He was going to do it anyways. Better than him just representing himself pro se. But I really got to see this closing argument. But man, you knew Matt Johnson was going to ask you that question. So I was just puzzled, Ted.